Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Amina and I absolutely love it if you can subscribe to my channel. I'll give you a second to do that. Go for it. Now that I've manifested you guys subscribing to my channel, let me actually tell you how to manifest anything into your life. Now this can include everything from money, a good job, a relationship, happiness, success, whatever it is, you can manifest into your life. So I'll be honest, when I first heard about manifesting things into your life, I was a bit skeptical, I was a bit dubious. I did think to myself, well then anyone can manifest anything, and that is true. Before we start, let me just give you the definition of what manifesting is. Bringing something into your physical reality, so bringing something into your existence based on thought, feelings and beliefs. So the continual kind of thought and thinking about whatever it is that you want, any goal, any ambition, can actually bring that into your life. And I'm sure we've all seen people that have maybe tweeted something 5, 6, 10 years ago saying they're going to do this or they're going to publish this, and then now they've done it. I'm going to be giving you the steps on how you manifest something into your life using the law of attraction. So again, this is another law that's again become a big buzzword, and it's a bit of a pseudoscience. So it's a science that's not very true. It's a science that you can't really measure, you can't say that it's a science that is actually verifiable. It essentially is a law that says any kind of positive or negative thoughts will become positive or negative things in your life. So the more positive you think, the more positive things happen in your life, and vice versa. Okay, so the first thing is to have very clear goals. Now, you can't manifest anything into your life if you don't know what it is that you're manifesting. So don't just think I want to be rich. That's a bad goal to have. Don't think I want a car. Those are really bad goals to have. They're quite vague and they lead you to feeling more disappointed than feeling successful. What's better is to say, I'm going to save, let's say, £1,000 a month. The more specific you are, the more you know what it is that you're working towards, and the more that you are able to measure your goals and you're able to target towards them using specific daily to-dos and using specific daily actionable items. The second thing is to visualize those goals. So let's say you want to buy a house. Okay, that's a very good goal, one of my goals as well for 2019 or 2020. I always think to myself like what I would do, how I would decorate it. I think to myself like what it would look like, you know, the garden, the front garden, a car, like just the way that it would be, where I'd have like where my office would be, where my bedroom would be. I also personally think really far, so I think as far as like what I want the coving to be like in the ceilings, and what tile colors I want, and just what like dressing room I want, and just things like that. And although it may seem like I'm thinking too deeply about it, it does help to manifest the goal. It does help me to visualize where I want to be, what I want to be doing, and the environment that I want to be in. And that really helps me, because when I'm having those days where I just feel like procrastinating and I want to procrastinate, it just pushes me towards thinking, okay, well, you're not going to get to where you want to get to if you carry on procrastinating. So it really helps to actually visualize these goals. Now, there's a few ways you can do it. As I mentioned, you can just think about it like me and build this like world in your head, or you can draw mind maps. So you can actually draw diagrams where you're showing yourself where you want to be and maybe the role that you want to be in and what you want to do, or even things like mood boards or vision boards. And there are loads of amazing vision board videos on YouTube, so do search for them, where you actually just cut out pictures of what you want in terms of inspo, like maybe a theme, maybe what you've seen in a magazine or something that you want, and kind of stick them into a vision board, and then work towards that. Seeing those visual images all the time, you are working towards actually achieving those goals. So the aim is for you to attract yourself towards that goal. The third one is to work towards the goal. If you work towards your goal, you're actually going to increase your chances of achieving them. Now, I'm sure I don't have to say this. You won't just attract your goal by doing nothing. You do need to do something. Now, I highly recommend when you write a to-do list in the morning, things that you want to do for the day, make sure that your tasks are actionable tasks. Make sure that they are doing tasks, not being tasks. Don't say that you want to be a published author. Say that you need to write 5 pages today, or that you need to write 10 pages this week. Those are tasks that you can actually measure and you can work towards the end goal using these tasks. Number 4 is to trust the process. I know there'll be days where you feel disheartened, you feel like you're not moving, you feel static, you just don't feel like you're actually going towards those goals. It's taking longer than you expect. On social media, seeing your friends buy houses or have kids or get married, you probably don't realize how long they've also been working towards those goals. You may have just started, but they might have been working towards them for the past 2, 3, 4, 5 years. So it's important to never compare yourself, but just trust the process, trust that you will get there in the end. The 5th thing you need to do is acknowledge your small successes. Now I know that step number 1 was to give yourself a big goal. Now you want to buy that house, you want to achieve that degree. There are small successes in between on the road to that big success, that big goal, where you are going to be successful and you are going to win and you are going to achieve. And make sure that you acknowledge that and make sure that you notice that, and you notice that those are the small things that are going to lead you towards that bigger goal. So let's say you want to buy that house, being able to save £1,000 every single month, being able to save a total of 10 grand, being able to save a total of 20. Those small things, those small successes are going to eventually land you with that house in the end, being able to speak to a mortgage broker, being able to look at Zoopla and try to find some houses, and just, you know, gathering information. Those are all small successes which are leading you towards the bigger success, which is buying that house. Never dampen your successes, even if they're small. Acknowledge them and be positive, and that will drive you towards eventually ending up with the bigger goal and manifesting the bigger goal in your life. The 6th thing, kind of along the same vein as the 5th previous comment, and it is to be thankful and to stay positive. And it can be so hard to stay positive when everything's working against you. You don't feel like anything's moving. It is important to stay positive. Now the law of attraction, one of the probably the founding fundamental thought is that staying positive and being positive attracts positive in your life. If all of a sudden you become a negative Nancy and you think that everything's going against you, then it will feel like everything is going against. But not only that, but do make sure that you are treating yourself and you are looking after yourself, and you're not just sort of dedicating all your time to manifesting this goal and you're kind of disregarding everything else. Be sure that although yes, you do want to manifest your goal, you're not neglecting what's important. You're not neglecting your health, you're not neglecting your family, you're not neglecting your actual job that you might have, to make sure that when that goal does occur and when you end up with that house, you are healthy enough and you are happy enough to live in there and make it into a home. The last, but probably the most important, I would say, clear all doubts from your mind. Clear those thoughts that are leading to resistance. Clear those thoughts that are telling you that you're not doing well. Clear those thoughts that are telling you that you are lazy, that you're procrastinating, that you're not going to be successful, that it's not meant for you. Try to not feel regret or resentment towards anything or anyone. Have something else that you are doing in parallel which will give you pleasure and which will make you happy. Try to find someone to help you through those feelings. Try to find someone that you can speak to and that you can express how you're feeling, and I'm sure that person will make you feel a lot better, and that they will reassure you that actually what you're doing is amazing, you're working towards your goal, and you will manifest what it is that you want in the end. And you look back and you think to yourself, I needed to go through that to be able to be where I am and to appreciate it in the way that I do. So I've just given you 7 steps to help you manifest anything into your life. It could be money, it could be an object, it could be a house, it could be a relationship, it literally could be anything. But really the key thing to think about is being positive, knowing what your goals are, to be very specific about your goals as well. Do not make them ambiguous or sort of just overarching life goals. Make them something that is realistic, something that you know you can achieve with hard work, and also to work towards your goal. The word law of attraction means that you just think positively and positive things come to you. It doesn't quite work like that, hence why it's a pseudoscience and not an actual science. But you do need to make sure that you are working towards your goals. You do need to make sure that you are actually putting in the work. You're physically doing things, you're physically making sure that you're targeting tasks that are going to help you work towards that end goal, and visualizing what that goal is. What does it look like? What does it look like you having your own business? What does it look like you working for yourself? What does it look like you having a big house or having all that money? What does that look like? Keep that in your mind and work towards it until you get there, and I promise you, you will get there. You will get there. With hard work, you will get there. Let me know if are you using something similar to this? Like, what is a process that you guys use to manifest things that you want in your life, or do you just hope for the best? Do you have specific goals that you think about in order to target manifestations? Or do you just kind of do whatever and hope for the best? Let me know what you guys do, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.